Hi students, my name is Narayan Swami, working as a chemistry teacher in Montessori School, LR Palakollu. Okay, in your ninth class, we have 4 chapters related to chemistry in physical science subject. Okay, we start with first lesson, chemical reactions and chemical equations. Okay, chapter 1, chemical reactions and chemical equations. Okay, chemical reactions and chemical equations. Okay, before going to the lesson, in your previous classes, that means in 7th class and 6th class, you studied about 2 types of changes. What are they? First one is physical change, second one is chemical change. Okay, now I will explain again the definitions of physical change and chemical change. Okay, first we start with definition of physical change. Physical change. Okay, what is the definition of physical change? Okay, recall the definition of physical change. Okay, what is the definition of chemical change? What is the definition of chemical change? Okay, what is the definition of physical change? Recall. Okay, physical change, when a substance undergoes any change in state, shape, size or color. That means any change in size or shape or state or color without formation of, very very important point, without formation of new product, is called physical change. This definition is there in your 6th class textbook. That lesson is related to this chemical reactions and chemical equation lesson, is called physical change. Okay, physical change. That means in physical change, state of the substance may change, color of the substance may be changed, size of the substance may be changed, but no new substance is formed in the physical change. That means chemical composition of the substance does not change. Example is melting of ice. Melting of ice is an example for physical change. Why? Because when you heat ice, it will slowly melt into water. That means it changes into water. Okay, chemical formula of ice is H2O. Chemical formula of water is also H2O. Is there any change in the composition? There is no change in the composition. Chemical formulas of reactants and products are same. Chemical formula on the left hand side of the arrow mark, chemical formula on the right side of the arrow mark is same. So there is no change in the composition, but in this case only state of the substance changes. Ice present in solid state, change of the state of the ice is solid, state of the water is liquid, represent as L, bracket of S. Ice is present in solid state, water is present in liquid state. It is an example for ice. You will, and a second example, okay, melting of ice, conversion of water into water vapor. Conversion of water into water vapor is also an example for physical change. In this case also, state of water is liquid, state of water vapor is gaseous. That means change of the substance from liquid state to gaseous state takes place. That is why it is also an example for physical change. Okay, another important point, physical change is a temporary change. Physical change is a temporary change. Temporary change, that means temporarily we can convert ice into water, again we can convert water into ice. That means it is a temporary change. Now I will explain the definition of chemical change. Chemical change definition is similar to physical change. The definition is same as physical change, but something is changed. When a substance undergoes any change in state, shape or size, color without the formation of new substance is called physical change. Product, when a substance undergoes a change in state, shape, size or color, when a substance undergoes a change in state, shape, size or color with the formation of new substance, very important point, with the formation of new substance, is called chemical change. Okay, here very important point is, in chemical change new substance is formed. In physical change no new substance is formed. Okay, formation of new substance, then this change is called, when a substance undergoes a change in state, shape, size or color with the formation of new substance, then this change is called chemical change. Okay, chemical change. Okay, chemical change is permanent change. Chemical change is permanent change. That means we cannot get back the original reactant again. Okay, so examples are, example 1, digestion of food. Digestion of food is an example for chemical change. New substance is formed in digestion of food. We cannot get back the food again. Okay, it is an example for digestion of food. Next, burning of magnesium ribbon, burning of crackers on Diwali festival. Okay, burning of crackers. Okay, all are doing burning of crackers. In that particular case, some ash is formed in that particular burning of crackers. We cannot get back the crackers again. So it is an example for chemical change. Third one is rusting of iron. When iron is exposed to air for a long time, the shining nature of iron surface decreases. Can we get back the shining nature of iron again? We cannot get back the shining nature of iron again. Why? Because a new substance is formed on the iron rod. So it is also an example for chemical change. Digestion of food, burning of crackers, rusting of iron. Another example is boiling of raw egg. Okay, before boiling, observe the taste of raw egg. After boiling, observe the taste of egg. There is a change in composition, change in color, there is a change in taste. That means it is an example for chemical change. This is about physical change and chemical change. New substance is formed, chemical change. No new substance is formed, physical change. In your daily life, you will observe so many physical changes, so many chemical changes. Homework for you, write any 5 physical changes on your homework. Okay, write any 5 chemical changes in your notebook. Okay, then we will discuss about the actual topic. Okay, the actual topic, that is what is chemical equation. But now we start the actual lesson. Okay, first we start with the definition. Chemical equation. Chemical equation. What is the definition of chemical equation? We start the lesson with this particular concept. Chemical changes and physical changes are introductory part to this particular lesson. Okay, what is the definition of chemical equation? Okay, chemical equation, shortest notation of a chemical reaction. Chemical equation is the shortest notation of a chemical reaction. Chemical equation is a shortest notation of a chemical reaction. Before going to explain chemical equation, we start with another word, that is word equation. Word equation. Okay, what is word equation? Okay, if you represent a chemical reaction means nothing but chemical change. Okay, chemical reaction is nothing but chemical change. Word equation means, listen, when calcium oxide reacts with water, it will converts into, when calcium oxide reacts with water, listen, when calcium oxide reacts with water, it will converts into calcium hydroxide. Okay, this is one statement, one activity. That means take some amount of calcium oxide solid, say for example take some, listen, take some amount of calcium oxide solid in the conical flask and add some amount of water, we will get calcium hydroxide solution. Okay, it is an example for chemical change. Why? Because when calcium oxide reacts with water, it converts into calcium hydroxide. We cannot get back calcium oxide and water from calcium hydroxide. So it is a permanent change. So it is an example for chemical change. In this lesson, we will discuss about chemical changes only, not about physical changes. So how can we write word equation for this particular activity? Okay, we can write word equation for this particular activity as, okay, which one reacts with which one. First, identify which one reacts with which one. Calcium oxide reacts with water. Write down calcium oxide plus okay, which one? Say for example A reacts with B, you will write as A plus B. Like that, calcium oxide reacts with water, you will write as calcium oxide plus water. Okay, when calcium oxide reacts with water, which substance is formed? When calcium oxide reacts with water, calcium hydroxide is formed. So you will use a symbol, arrow mark. Which indicates calcium oxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide. So you will write calcium hydroxide. You will write calcium hydroxide here. Calcium oxide reacts with water, it gives calcium hydroxide. This symbol is called, which gives, you will pronounce as which gives, that means it indicates calcium oxide reacts with water, it produces calcium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. Okay, calcium oxide reacts with water, which gives calcium hydroxide. This symbol is called which gives, this arrow mark we will call it as which gives. When calcium oxide reacts with water, which gives calcium hydroxide. Okay, next I will explain another definition, reactants. Okay, what is the definition of reactants? The substances which are present on the left side of OD equation are called reactants. The substances which are present left side to the arrow mark are called reactants. Say for example, A plus B which gives C plus D. Imagine this is one reactant A, it reacts with B to form C and D. Like that, calcium oxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide. When calcium oxide reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide. In this equation, these are left. These substances are present left side of the arrow mark. Left side of the arrow mark. This substance is present right side of the arrow mark. Right side. This is left side. This is right side. Calcium oxide plus water which gives calcium hydroxide. Now definition of reactant means the substances which present on the left side of the arrow mark are called reactants. Reactants are present in the OD equation on left hand side of the arrow mark. Okay, what about products? Products are present on the right side of the arrow mark. Products are present on the right side of the arrow mark. Reactants are present on the left side of the arrow mark. Products are present on the right side of the arrow mark. Reactants are present on the left side. Products are present on the right side. Okay, in this example, reactants are first one is calcium oxide, second one is water. Okay, in the above reaction, that means reaction between calcium oxide and water, reactants are calcium oxide and water, products are only one product is there, its name is calcium hydroxide. Okay, calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide chemical formulas are new for you. Okay, I will explain later the chemical formulas of all these substances. Okay, reactants and products. So up to now we discussed about definition of chemical equation, definition of OD equation, definition of reactants, definition of products. Now once again I will come to explain chemical equation. Once again I will explain the definition of chemical equation. Okay. So chemically, how can we write chemical equation? Means shortest notation. Chemical equation means shortest notation of a chemical reaction, shortest notation of chemical reaction. Okay, shortest notation of chemical reaction is called chemical equation. How can we convert OD equation into chemical equation? By changing the chemical name of the substances present in the OD equation into chemical formulas. That means now you will give chemical formulas to the chemical substances in the OD equation. Okay, say for example, calcium oxide plus water. Listen, it is very difficult lesson. Once listen carefully. Calcium oxide reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide. Yes or no? It is Wood equation. It is Wood equation. It is Wood equation. How can we convert this Wood equation into? How can we convert this Wood equation into chemical equation? By giving the chemical formulas of this particular chemical substance. Okay. Chemical formula of calcium oxide. Calcium oxide chemical formula. Calcium oxide chemical formula. Calcium oxide chemical formula is, okay, CaO. 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 Ca means calcium, O means oxygen. Calcium oxide. Next, chemical formula of water is, chemical formula of water is H2O. You know already the chemical formula of water is H2O. Next, chemical formula of calcium hydroxide is, calcium hydroxide is, chemical formula of calcium hydroxide is very important, CaOH taken twice. You will write it as taken twice. Bracket is for only one H, taken twice. Twice. CaOH taken twice. CaOH taken twice. Now you replace the chemical name. Now you replace chemical names by chemical formulas. Then you will get CaO plus H2O, which gives CaOH taken twice. This is called chemical equation. This is called chemical. This is called chemical equation. This is called chemical equation. Okay, this is called chemical equation. Okay, that means shortest notation of chemical equation, we are always writing calcium oxide plus water, which gives calcium hydroxide. It is very difficult when compared with calcium oxide. Smallest notation CaO plus H2O, which gives CaOH taken twice. It is the shortest notation to write chemical reaction. This is about chemical equation. Okay. Next concept, what is the definition of reactants? What are the definition of reactants? Again, what is the definition of reactants? Again, okay, definition of reactants. Definition of reactant. Definition of reactants means, okay, we already discussed about something about reactants. The original definition of reactant is the substances which undergoes a chemical change are called reactants. Those substances which undergoes a chemical change are called reactants. The substances which undergoes a chemical change the substances which undergoes a chemical change are called reactants. The substances which undergoes a chemical change are called reactants. That means those substances which undergoes chemical change are called reactants. In the above case, which substances undergoes chemical change? Calcium oxide and water undergoes chemical change. So these are called reactants. Okay, what about the definition of products? The substances which are the new substances which are formed in a chemical change, during a chemical change are called products. New substances new substances formed during a chemical change are called products. The substances which undergoes a chemical change are called reactants. The new substances formed during a chemical change are called products. That means when calcium oxide reacts with water, a new substance is formed. When calcium oxide reacts with water, a new product is formed. Its name is calcium hydroxide. So, in this example, calcium oxide and water are examples for reactants. Calcium hydroxide is an example for product. Okay. This is about definition of chemical equation, explanation for reactants and products. Okay. Next. Next I will explain how to balance a chemical equation. Okay, how to balance a chemical equation. Before going to explain balancing a chemical equation, in chemical equation, discuss about balancing a chemical equation. Before we are going to explain balancing a chemical equation, now I will explain another definition, skeleton equation. Okay, what is the definition of skeleton equation? Unbalanced chemical equation is called skeleton equation. Unbalanced chemical equation. Unbalanced chemical equation is called skeleton equation. Example H2 plus O2 which gives H2O. It is an example for chemical equation. Okay. Before going to explain the concept of balancing chemical equation, now I will explain two new terms. With another chemical equation, 2H2 plus O2 which gives 2H2O. In this chemical equation, this number is called, for this particular molecular formula, this number is called stoichiometric coefficient. This number is called subscript. Okay. This number is called stoichiometric coefficient. This number is called subscript. Stoichiometric coefficient is always present on left side of the symbol of the element. Subscript is always present on right hand side of the symbol of the element, below the symbol of the element. Okay. What is the importance of subscript? What is the importance of subscript? Okay, subscript. Okay, it gives information about how many number of atoms are there in an element. It gives information about how many number of atoms are there in a molecule. Okay, it gives information about how many number of atoms are there in a molecule or there in an element. Okay, say for example H2. H2 means it indicates how many number of hydrogen atoms are there in H2 molecule. 2 hydrogen atoms. How many hydrogen atoms are there? How many hydrogen atoms are there? How many hydrogen atoms are there? Here, how many hydrogen atoms are there? 2 hydrogen atoms are there, because this number indicates how many number of atoms are there in a molecule. So, in the case of S8, how many atoms are there? Number 8 indicates how many number of atoms are there. Number 8 indicates number of atoms present in sulfur molecule is 8. That means subscript indicates how many number of atoms are there in a molecule or in an element. Okay, this is about subscript and superscript and stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, now I will explain balancing of chemical equations. Okay, in balancing of chemical equations, we can balance stoichiometric coefficients of the reacting molecules, subscripts of the reacting molecules. Okay, with this we concluded this topic. In the next lesson, we will discuss about again balancing of chemical equations. Thank you so much.